Skelton, number 404, take one.
From Television City in Hollywood, the Red Skelton Hour.
Hold it steady, keep that grin. Stop whatever you're doing. We'll be ready to begin once we know you'll be viewing.
We'd be delighted if all our jokes should develop into something of a smash.
We have invited some famous folks, and we're gonna introduce them in a flash. Our guest stars, Audrey Meadows, Johnny Rivers, David Rose, and his orchestra. The Skeltons. The Tom Hanson Dancers. And here he is, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I feel great tonight, you know. This morning I woke up in a blaze of glory. My bed was on fire. You know, it's really good to be back, and a lot of things have happened to me this year. The new issue of Life magazine's coming out, and it has a whole big spread on my paintings that I do. And then, I want to tell you about what happened in London. I paint men and women, you know, men on one door, women on the other. Hey, I got to tell you something. While in London, see, at the hotel, there was a girl came up to a fellow that was just coming in with a whole lot of bags and stuff. See, she walks up to him, she says, registers man and wife. He says, do what? She says, no, don't ask any questions, just register. So the guy registers. He goes upstairs, and the next morning he comes downstairs, goes to pay his bill, and the guy says, that's $800. He says, $800? I was only here one night. He says, I know, but your wife's been here for 3 months. Hey, and one night I was walking down the corridor, and I see a real pretty girl just I'm getting on the elevator, and she goes into her room, see? So I come back upstairs real quick with the newspapers, see, and I go into my room, and I'm there, and all of a sudden there's a knock on the wall. Well, I clone up a bit, see? A few minutes later, there's another knock on the wall, see? So I go next door, and I knock on the door, and the door opens. Don't you hate guys that clean their pipe by hitting them on the wall? Hey, and I was pretty busy this summer, too. While I was over in England, I did a picture called The Magnificent Men and Their Flying Machine, see? And it's an unusual movie. The title runs 3 minutes longer than my part in the picture. I can show you something. You have this, see? Now, you know these glamour boys that they've got in pictures now? Here I am in the picture. That's number one. Here I am again. And here's the lover. It's all about the first airplanes, you know. When they were first invented, and I think they've still, I don't know what happened to most of them. I think they're flying in Vietnam now. But you know, the minute I climbed into one of these old airplanes, my insurance man came over and took his calendar back. And these old planes were called biplanes. You know why they call them biplanes? The minute you get them, they go, bye. You know, now that the presidential campaign is in full swing, there's a new crime wave hitting in the country. It's bumper sticker snatchers. Yeah, they're stealing the stickers off of the bumpers. You know, a girl got arrested this afternoon for driving around with bare bumpers. I just read them. Hey, you're talking about cars. You hear about the new gasoline that's out? It's a Dean Martin Ethel. But now I gotta read this one. Turn around, lady. I'll read it myself. I've read it, and I got more guts than you. They got a new gasoline out. It's called a Dean Martin Ethel. It's just like regular gasoline, only it's tanked more. Hey, we got a great show for you tonight. We got a good show lined up for you. And one of our attractions is a 2-foot midget. A midget that's 2 feet tall, and he's going to swallow a sword that's 3 feet long. You think about that. He's 2 feet tall, and he's going to swallow this sword 3 feet tall. Now, he's back there rehearsing somewhere. I told him not to bow. Hey, we have a celebrity in the audience tonight. Little Johnny Perkins from Tulsa, Oklahoma. During National Boys Week in Tulsa, he was the honorary treasurer. And he's in town here in Hollywood for a couple of days. He's stopping over on his way to Mexico. Give me my hat. At this time, now I have a little one-act playlet for you. It's a little pantomime where you have to imagine everything that's taking place. And this is called The Vacuum Cleaner Salesman. There's nothing like a well-rehearsed act. And this is nothing like a well-rehearsed act.
Do-ba-doo-doo-ba-doo-doo. Do-ba-doo-doo-ba-doo-doo-ba-doo-doo.
Now, tonight, Red Skelton and Audrey Meadows in Be It Ever So Grumble, There's No Place Like Home.
You're ugly. But I'll tell you one thing. With a nose job, you'd be a dead ringer for my husband, George. Just a minute.
Hi, I'm Louise Daniels, your new neighbor.
Oh, I'm Clara Appleby. How do you do? Oh, sorry. How do you do?
I just moved in next door last week.
Yes, I know. My husband, George, has certainly enjoyed watching you garden in your bikini.
Oh, does he have a green thumb?
No, a black eye. He forgot to duck when I pushed in his telescope.
You're funny. I wonder if I could borrow some coffee.
Oh, certainly. It's right over there. Help yourself.
Usually I grind my own.
I bet you can do it without using your hand.
Do you always keep a live lobster in the sugar canister?
Well, you do when you want to trap a husband who always snitches your house money.
Thanks a lot, Clara. I'll return it to you later.
All right. Well, I'll just go along with you and pick up the morning paper. Do you always want to see before breakfast?
Funny.
Very.
Home from the bakery. Oh, for heaven's sake, somebody stole my French bread. It's lucky I got a small loaf. Clara! She's gone. Now's my chance to get my hands on some of Clara's household money. The last time I looked in here, she had 50 clams. Morning, Michael there. Oh, her clams have turned into a lobster. That's quite a trick for an old crab like her, boy. Oh. What I've always wanted is pierced thumbs. Now when I hitchhike, I can see the car coming. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, how do you say let go already with a lobster?
George!
Yeah?
If that's you in the kitchen, how come I didn't hear you scream?
That's it. Clara's wise. Aha, she knows I've been helping myself to the household money. And this is the bait she used for the trap. Oh, if she catches me with this lobster, we're both going to be in hot water. What a way to go. Bouillabaisse to death.
And just where do you think you're going, George?
Well, I'm going to work if I can get somebody to open the door for me.
No, you don't, George Appleby. You'll find that a good breakfast will help you to live longer.
It will?
Mm-hmm. And if you want to live any longer, you better serve me my breakfast. Now, pour my coffee, George.
Okay, we get...
What's keeping you, George?
Oh! I'll get it. Wait, I had him out of there a minute ago. I'm a little short-handed.
What?
I mean, I'll hand it to you shortly.
You forgot the sugar, George.
Well, give me time. I've only got one head.
Will you hurry it up?
I'm hurting my
Stir it. Pick it up, George. You're not going to stir it with a dirty spoon. George Appleby, what are you doing with that lobster?
What lobster?
That lobster right there behind your back.
I didn't see. Oh, for heaven's sake. How'd that get there?
George Appleby, why were you trying to take the money out of my sugar bowl? And don't bother to lie.
Oh, it's no bother at all. I need all the practice I can get.
George Appleby, I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
That does limit it.
I know what you wanted it for, George. Another one of those crazy inventions of yours. Honestly, the way you throw away our good money on those ridiculous gadgets. Like that stupid cigarette lighter you invented that wouldn't even light.
Well, it wasn't supposed to. What you do, you press the button and a little arrow comes up and points to the nearest guy with a match. That was clever, Graham.
I don't care what your new invention is, but I'm telling you this, George Appleby, that if I find it, I'm going to stamp on it like this.
Oh!
And then I'm going to grab it like this, and I'm going to pull it apart like this.
Boy, now I know what a watch goes through with those John Cameron Swayze commercials.
I'm going to tell you something, George.
Uh-huh.
Rather than have you squander our house money, would you get your claw off the money? On any more of your stupid inventions, I am going to take the money, and I'm going downtown, and I'm going to buy myself a topless bathing suit and a wig.
Well, get a long wig.
I will see you in 2 hours.
Okay. What'd you hit me for?
Because when I get back, my hands will be full of packages.
Boy, she's got more muscles in her wrist than Cassius Clay's got in his tongue. I better find a safer place to hide my invention. That I know. Oh. I know what I'll do. I'll put it in the bread box. She's got it. She'll find it. She's got a nose like a bloodhound. It's always wet. One of the French team with the guided missiles, they can launch one of them things. If you're French bread, there's nobody home.
Silly, I'm not a French bread.
Oh, how you doing? I should say you're not French bread. You're more like Danish pastry. And the raisins are all in the right place.
Don't you recognize me? I'm the girl next door. Your
Oh.
wife, I understand that you've been watching me garden.
Oh, is that you? I didn't recognize you the first time I've seen your face. Yeah.
I borrowed something from your wife.
Well, I don't know what it was, but it probably looks better on you than it did on her.
It's just some coffee.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Put it over there.
Your wife tells me that you're a brilliant, marvelous inventor.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
one of your inventions?
Oh, this is my magnetic mating machine. It takes all the guesswork out of love.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How does it work?
Well, you press down this little button here, see? Then the magnetic force automatically draws your perfect mate to you.
I don't believe
Oh,
it.
yes, yes.
I mean, that little machine, it couldn't possibly draw your perfect mate to you.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, no, no. I mean, have you ever tested it?
Well, frankly, no.
Well, listen, if it ever works, you let me know.
You bet I will. I should give a vibrator an inferiority complex. Boy. My machine, it worked!
Darling, I've been looking for you all my life.
Oh, look, there must be some mistake.
No,
Yes.
no.
Oh, yes, there is. Yeah, I know what it was. 20 years ago when I married Clara, that's what the mistake was. Look, my wife's going to be back here in a couple of hours.
What do we do?
I don't know, but we got a couple of hours to figure out something.
That's it, baby. Loosen up. Oh, Mr. Apple Juice. Apple,
No.
Apple Jack.
No.
Apple Dumpling. Appleby.
Appleby, Appleby.
Apple BCD. I don't care what your name is. I love you.
You keep that up, and I'm going to be applesauce.
I'm so happy that I finally found you. Aren't you happy?
No, I'm a married man. Look, when I got married, I gave up my happiness a long time. Look, I better turn that thing off and break the contact. Oh, my gosh! Oh, my gosh! My wife, Clara. Yeah, I know it's her. She's the only one that parks the car in the garage side saddle.
Forget your wife.
What?
Forget your wife. I have a right to your lips.
Well, I'm not worried about your right to my lips. I'm worried about her lip to my jaw. I gotta shut it off.
Funny, I just came here to return some coffee that you threw all over the floor. and now I see that my lipstick's all over your face.
Yeah, if my wife finds you here, it'll take a year to explain to her, even if she visits the hospital every day. Yeah. Oh, Clara finds my invention, I'll be more beat up than an Adlai Stevenson bumper sticker.
George Appleby.
Yeah?
There is something rotten in Denmark.
Well, that's not my problem. Take it up with the United Nations.
There's something going on here. I haven't seen such a stupid expression on your face since I made up your mind to marry me.
No wonder I look stupid. Look at the stupid thing I was doing.
What was that, George?
I said Cupid was helping me with the wooing.
Has somebody been in this house while I was gone?
Only the milkman.
The milkman?
Yeah.
I smell perfume.
Maybe the milk came from a sexy cow.
Well, if it did, don't feed any to the cat. She's never home nights as it is.
Oh, boy, my friend. The machine. Oh!
Oh, Mr. Apples.
Appleby.
Appleby. Oh, I've loved you for so long from afar.
Well, not far enough, though. My wife's out in the kitchen. Out. There. Out.
What's that out, George?
Oh, I was listening to the ball game, and the Dodgers just made 3 outs. Out of the money, out of the running, and out of the season.
Appleby, the baseball season for the Dodgers ended a week ago.
It did?
Mm-hmm. Let's see you get out of that one.
Oh, well, it's a second-hand radio, and I picked up a second-hand ball game.
By George, he did it. Listen to me, George
What's wrong?
Appleby. I have a very peculiar feeling that you have been trying to pull the wool over my eyes.
Well, don't complain. Look what it did for the Beatles.
Just you remember one thing, George. You have to get up pretty early in the morning to fool Clara Appleby.
Well, you tell me what time, and I'll set the clock.
Oh, it's lucky for you, George, that I'm a lady.
Yeah.
Or I would belt you right in the bread basket.
with great difficulty.
That looks mighty funny, George.
You think that's funny? You should have seen her when she hit the freeway. Stop that, will you?
Would you take your good hat off, please, George?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Now go ahead and hit me.
Not with your good hat on.
All right. Sweetie pie, you just give me 1 minute with this invention, and I'll prove that the girl next door was a mistake.
George Appleby. Nobody, but nobody could invent a machine that would attract a woman to you. Now, I've got better things to do today than stand here and hit you over the head. So just do it yourself.
Okay. What did I do a stupid thing like that for? Claire's getting lazier all the time. Now, let's see. I bet I could fix this if I connected the ultra-frequency anodes to the stereophonic transistor, or by slicing the dinocaster to the supersonic condenser. Or better yet, I could do what the scientists do at Caltech. That's how they got the bugs out of the Itzel. That's called CBS field maintenance. So no machine in the world can attract a woman to me, huh? Well, I'll show that wife of mine. Oh, my gosh, my own wife.
Where have you been all my life?
Well, most of the time under your frying pan.
Oh, sweetheart, you're the handsomest man in the whole world.
I am? Oh, come on.
Oh, don't go to work, George.
No.
Why don't you stay home and let's get acquainted?
Oh, Clara, we've been married for 20 years. It's too late to get acquainted now.
Oh, no, sweetheart. This is the turning point of our marriage.
Yeah, it's turning my stomach out. Yeah, I better switch off the machine.
Oh, no, you don't, George.
What?
If you want the machine, you're going to have to come and get it.
Okay. Goodbye, sweetie pie.
Why are you walking on your heels, George?
Hadn't noticed. You must have curled my toes.
Thank you very much, madam. Here are your shoes.
Oh, thank you, madam. Well, it's 10 o'clock and Appleby hasn't shown up yet. Well, if there's anything to reincarnation, he'll probably come back as a mattress, so he can lie in bed all day.
Sir, do you mind stepping down here so we can check the stock flicks?
Oh, yes, I'd like to. Now, there are a few things I'd like to bring to your attention. First of all...
Oh, there you are, sir. What can I... Oh, I didn't know it was you.
2 hours late again.
Well, you're the manager. You can come in any time you care to.
Appleby, you are always late. Now, I want to know what your excuse is this time, and I want the truth.
Well, after 20 years of marriage, my wife fell madly in love with me. She held me in her arms and wouldn't let me leave the house.
After 20 years.
Yeah.
Appleby, have you been drinking?
No, but if this keeps up, I may have to start. Oh, here comes the California flash. There you are. How are you, Mother? It's good to see you again. What can I show you?
I'd like some shoes for bowling.
Shoes for bowling. Don't you think you'd use a ball, you could get a better score? How you doing?
Oh, darling, I just...
Oh, my goodness.
Sonny, I'm going home and get my army shoes and come back and get your head off.
Oh, sweetheart.
Oh, what?
I can't be without you even for a minute.
Oh, no.
I'm just
Oh.
like putty in your hand.
Well, if I ever get a yen for a handful of putty, I'll call for you. Go on home. Go on home. Will you? Go on home. Let me work.
Darling.
Please, I'm a married man. I love my wife.
Not as much as your wife loves you.
What?
Come on, baby. It's time for your smooch break.
Clara, I'm going to lose my job now.
Oh, but sweetheart, I've loved you for so long. So long.
That's a good idea. So long. Out. Now, look, dear, I told you... Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was my wife.
Oh, Appleby. I always look this way after a hot shower. I would like to have a black pumps and white sneakers for a new window display.
A new window display coming up, sir. Let's see. White pumps. There we are. If those are handmade shoes, somebody left their hands in them. That's Clara. That's Clara. I can tell from the green on her finger from the wedding ring. Now, Clara, Clara, I have to have my work done.
Oh, darling, your mating machine has brought us together.
My face feels like it's going through a car wash. Look, Clara, I love you, but I can't stand all this hugging and kissing. I gotta shut the machine off. There.
George!
What's the matter?
What are you doing standing there with that lipstick all over your face? Anyway.
Clara, you've never given me a boxing like this before. Oh, boy, bless my happy home. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to show you the novel way we have in introducing our guest star. And here he is. And here he is. Well, we'll have to do it the regular way. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Rivers.
Helped me find a party that tried to get in touch with me. She could not leave a number, but I know who place to call. Cause Marco took the message and he wrote it on the wall. Helped me information, get in touch with my Marie. She's the only one who'd phone me here from Memphis, Tennessee. Her home is on the south side, high up on the ridge, just about half a mile from the Mississippi Bridge. Saw Marie, she was waving me goodbye. With her home drops on the cheek that trickled from her eye. But we were pulled apart because her mom did not agree, and tore apart our happy home in Memphis, Tennessee. Give me information more than that I cannot add. bad. Marie is only 6 years old. Information, please. Try to put me through to her in Memphis, Tennessee. I was motivating over the hill. Saw Maybelline in a coupe de ville. Cadillac rolling on an open road, but nothing outrun my vehicle. Cadillac doing about 95, bumper to bumper, rolling side by side. Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done start back doing the things you used to do. Cadillac pulled up ahead of the boat. The boat got hot and wouldn't do no more. It done got cloudy and started to rain. I tooted my horn for the passing lane. Rainwater poured up under my hood. I knew that was doing my motor good. Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done start back doing the things you used to do. Hey! When I heard that highway sound, Cadillac looking like a ton of lead, 110, a half a mile ahead. Cadillac looking like a sitting still. I called Maybelline at the top top of the hill. Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You just start back doing the things you used to do. Hey.
In Greek mythology, there is a legend that statues have an existence of their own. And now, Red Skelton in the silent spot as the statue that came to life. Don't go away. Red will be back in a minute. Here he is again, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And now Miss Audrey Meadows. Audrey, you were just wonderful. You were great.
Thank you, Red. It was really a lot of fun as usual.
Yeah, you know, tonight the program starts our 15th year in television.
I remember. I saw your first show.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Mother let me stay up just to watch it.
Your mother let you stay up? What was the matter? Were you sick?
No, I was 10 years old.
Clara, I said tonight's show was the 15th year, not the 50th. Now, you see, you forgot I'm a statue.
Anyway, Red, congratulations. And I hope you have many, many, many more years on television.
Thank you very much.
Good night, Red.
Good night, dear. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for our little visit. And remember, life is a wonderful thing. Without it, you're dead.
Drop the curtain, clear the track. Time is certainly fleeting. Please make certain you'll be back at our very next meeting. So goodbye until the moment when we'll see you all again. To our friends near and far, fare thee well, au revoir.
This is Art Gilmore speaking.